welcome to the Goods from the Woods. My name is Rivers Langley, and I am sitting on a front porch in Magic City, heart of Dixie, Dirty South, USA, with my friends, the Magic City Elite.
Nick Thomas.
Narado Moore.
Chris Davis.
So good to see you fellas back again for the first time since the Corona Diaries 123, which is our
legendary.
Last one I did before I drove back to LA. So it's great to see your smiling faces once
good
again.
To see you.
I have looped back around to listening to the podcast again, so I've gone through all of my favorite regular episodes, and just this morning I am back on Corona Diaries number 2.
Oh no, I believe that is the one where we literally say like, well, in 2 weeks when this whole thing is over.
Oh, there's one where I definitely am like, if hopefully it doesn't go longer than this. I don't think it will.
Yeah,
and I think even you were just like,
Well, my date that I had set in my mind was I was being very pessimistic, and I was like, this isn't going to be 2 weeks. This is going to go on at least until my birthday, July 14th. Maybe by my birthday it'll be done. July 14th, 2020. That's the.
We were also young and naive in March.
And I love that I'm on record being as such. Anybody can go back and listen to me being very wrong.
And I like that you being very pessimistic too.
It was. Well, because I think, as Sam stated, I think Carter was the one who wanted out the worst. He's Carter was like, I think he might have been more high on the 2-week proposition than the rest of us. I was like, man, I don't know. This could take a while.
It's because we all, we knew that we needed 2 weeks.
Yeah. Just to chill.
It wasn't
we knew everybody, of course, was going to pitch in.
It wasn't that it wasn't possible. It's just that so many of us normal, logical, sound mind people were thinking, okay, nobody's going to want to see a pandemic rage.
Yeah, right.
Nobody's going to want to see this go on forever. So everybody's going to be like, oh, we're staring down the barrel of 10 years of a plague. Everybody's going to do what's necessary to get this shit under control in 2 weeks.
Sure seemed
and
like
we
it.
didn't.
When I started doing my little walking around show, I went back to the first episode of March 2020, and I'm mentioning it. Say, it's going to be bad for a while. I know we're going to be like 3 or 4 months. We're going to have to hunker down maybe, but it's like, oh gosh, so naive.
So
naive.
Well, right before we started rolling, as happens often, we're about ready to roll, and then one of our guests will drop a bombshell on me that I can't recover from unless we suss it out. So I'm going to play a brief clip of audio for everyone to hear. Rod, why don't you cue this up for us? What are we about to hear? And then we'll discuss it.
We are going to hear a song that sounds specifically like it was made for an Applebees commercial. But it turns out this is an actual song that is number 1 on the charts for about 3 months now.
Oh, my God.
And it does mention Applebees, Wendy's. It's just a big product placement sort of country rap tune.
It'll paint a clear picture of why we're still going
What is it? What is it called, and who is it by?
Walker Hayes. Fancy like.
All right.
You've probably heard it on TikTok challenges and in an actual Applebee's commercial.
I would like to say Walker Hayes is like you have to legally be named Walker Hayes. You're going to be a country music star.
That does sound like
country music starish.
2 last names. Yeah.
It sounds like a country singer or a hipster guy that would live here.
Yeah.
One or the other. It's just like somebody's mail accidentally.
Walker Hayes, stop talking about IPAs, man. I just like them, guys.
Dude, have you seen his fixie? He's got the coolest lights on the rims.
Oh, it's in the basement. Piles of them. I swear.
My girl is banging. She's so low maintenance. Don't need no champagne, poppin' entertainment. Take her to Wendy's, can't keep her off.
Take her to Wendy's.
Can't keep her off it. She's addicted.
But every now and then when I get paid,
Here we go.
my baby with enough pay. Yeah, we fancy like Applebee's on a date night. Got the Bourbon Street steak with the Oreo shake and some whipped cream on the top 2 to two straws, one check, girl, I got you.
Wow. Okay, so
You're gonna get me evicted from here. There's so many fucking complaints about this.
He literally says that he takes her to Wendy's. She's cool with that. She doesn't need champagne, but when he gets paid, he's got to spoil her.
She's a good woman.
She
Take
can't
her to
get
Applebee's for date night, baby.
He can't get her off of Frosties.
you
at
can
Wendy's.
almost hear this woman leaving
Yeah.
when he's like, "We're getting fancy." ... We're going to Applebee's, and she's like, "I'm gonna go anywhere."
Put
else.
on your best denim mini skirt and cowboy boots.
Speaking of leaving,
he's
Rivers,
asthmatic.
I have to leave right now. This song commercial has made me hungry for Applebee's.
I need an Oreo shake right
Are you
now.
going to get Bourbon Street steak and an Oreo shake?
Oh, you know, but by myself. Is that sad?
This guy sounds like he's asthmatic too, like he can't breathe, or he didn't catch his breath.
Well,
before
I-
he
Says,
started.
instead of entertainment, it's entertainment. I got hit in the jaw when I was 17.
That's what
Can't
it sounds
talk
like.
right.
It sounds like he
Got a
got kicked in the
palsy.
head by a mule, and then they said, and roll it.
Yeah, he went to the Lil Wayne School of Breathing. Get
Yeah.
everything out of your lungs, and then begin
Then go
to
ahead.
sing.
Yeah, the
He's,
song starts like,
Yeah, no,
This is
gotta-
grocery list country. This
Yeah.
is grocery list country.
Yep.
The new pop country has got a grocery list of items you got to tag off. You got cowboy boots and a pickup truck and a little
Blue
girl.
jeans.
She
It
likes
blows
me and
my
look.
mind.
Gotta have
Yeah.
a lake.
Yeah.
Look, here's the
I
thing.
never thought of that though. That's fucking crazy.
Fellas, we're all really smart guys. Why aren't we in Nashville just
I know.
pumping this bullshit out?
Grocery list country is what we
Artistic
can
integrity,
do.
There it is.
Artistic integrity. That's what's holding us back.
Yeah.
Someone told me to make a list of things that rhyme so a guy could sing them for $5 billion.
Some people don't care, and then that's how they get rich.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just can't do
it's
it.
awful,
And then you
man.
trick a father-daughter team into doing a viral TikTok video.
There
and
it
then
is.
You're a millionaire by the weekend.
You're set.
I think the thing that really like fucks it up for us doing that is that we're all comics. So we do stupid shit for the entire sake of, I know this is stupid. That's what makes it fun.
Yeah.
But this shit is taken off, and like I think that we would go on stage and shoot ourselves in the head during our acceptance speech if we won an
Yeah.
award for this shit.
Yeah.
No,
That
yeah.
wasn't the funniest song of the year. When you go up to, like, how would you feel if you wrote this, listened back to it, and then somebody said, you have just won country music song of the
I
year?
have no fucking hope left in anything.
You're at the CMAs
Yeah,
accepting
yeah.
song of the year.
It's like Nick Thomas
This
said
shit.
earlier, there is no irony.
There's
no
this
irony.
ironic detachment from everything, and I don't want to be one of those like blame social media completely for it, but a lot of it has to do with like Twitter and shit like
Yeah.
that. Like people can't. There's like there's no line anymore between what's ironic.
Yeah.
It feels like it's just
None.
like, what are we doing?
Everything is genuine. Everything is literal. Everything is real.
Right
Yeah,
after the,
Applebee's is
even
fancy
even
now.
the video for that song is literally just him at a park by himself under a pavilion. He's just playing with the cooler. He's throwing a basketball around. He looks like a fucking latchkey kid that has no friends.
Yeah.
That's what it
yeah.
is.
It's like,
He filmed it himself.
his
Like,
parents were supposed to pick him up at 3, and it's 5 o'clock now, and he has to do something.
He's just entertaining himself.
His-
I guess
camera.
I'll make a video.
And that's exactly how a 10-year-old would talk about dating.
Yeah.
Take my girl to Wendy's. Yeah, she dips her fries
Yeah,
in the
well,
frosty. This is a grown-ass man
No,
singing.
I will
these
say
words.
this.
He's got a nice camera phone.
But that's the thing.
It's commendable of this
Rocking
nice
an
lady.
iPhone 13 Pro Max.
He is doing. Yeah, he's a spoiled kid. If you
She's
see
a
it.
real. This lady's real. She'll go to Wendy's and Applebee's, and she's cool with that. She's a real lady.
Yeah.
That is the
And
thing.
addicted
She's
to
a ride or
Frosties.
die bitch. I
That-
believe that's the term.
Right. Well, that's the thing. As tempted as I am to condemn these people, if I was dating someone like that, it's like that's cool. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm not above going to win.
I'm gonna tell you, man, I am, and I still hate this song. I eat Wendy's almost every day.
Oh, yeah, listen, there's absolutely nothing wrong with enjoying some Wendy's
Or Applebee's.
or
Of course.
Applebee's, Natty Light. That's all well. If I get yourselves an Oreo shake, I'll take one
Nah.
right now. I mean,
Yes,
that's all a
definitely.
McFlurry is.
Know what
I-
it is, though.
But
I know what
please
you're-
don't put the word fancy in it.
Yeah, know the value of what you're eating.
Fancy. I actually I can tell you the exact date the last time I ate at an Applebee's. It was February 14th, 1994.
Holy shit.
And I remember it was Valentine's Day. My grandparents were in town, and I had eaten at Applebee's a couple times before, and they were running a special called Pass the Pasta. And I remember the commercial commercial.
that
'Cause
code?
The commercial was literally a guy going, pass the pasta, pass the pasta, pass the pasta, please.
I remember that.
Right.
Gosh, I don't remember that one.
And as part of this Pass the Pasta promotion, they had a what they called a ultimate pizza platter that was like fried ravioli, fried cheese sticks, and then they had these like it was basically like imagine like a Totino's pizza roll, but like really long, like a breadstick size.
Yeah.
And
Applebees, what have you wrought?
and so, my, what was I, 8-year-old fat ass went in there and ate the entire thing and then vomited forever. And that was the last time. I think I went in there. I snuck into an Applebee's to use the bathroom on a road trip one time. Other than that, I haven't stepped foot.
Oh, man. Dude, we've DoorDashed Applebee's.
Have you? Now, the weird thing is I don't have the same hang-ups for Chili's or Ruby Tuesdays, all of which
Yeah.
are the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
But Applebee's, it's like they burned me once when I was 8 years old, and I never forgot.
No, that's
hilarious.
understandable,
I
dude.
myself
It's like
had
when you-
Applebee's about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah?
I ordered some takeout. I was just.
What'd you get?
I was feeling,
Did you get
I
that-
was
Did you
feeling
get that?
fancy.
Did you get that sugar steak, the bourbon sugar steak?
I got the.
The ultimate sampler?
I got a shrimp. I got like a shrimp. I got the pasta.
Okay,
I got like some shrimp pasta, and then I did get the grilled some sort of chicken steak type deal,
Okay,
Dude, you know what my
and
to-go...
some dragon fruit lemonade.
My
What? I
go-to
want some of that.
DoorDash, Applebee's. This wasn't my idea, actually. Dorian wanted to order Applebee's, and now I like DoorDash it all the time. But, yeah, I get that ultimate sampler appetizer of the meal.
That's the best. The
just-
sampler's the best
yeah.
appetizer anywhere.
Yeah.
Just
Let me
all
get
the
2
apps.
chicken fingers, 6
Yeah.
French fries.
And
Variety.
eight fried cheese sticks.
Variety.
Oh, yeah, it's like everything I want, and I do that at Ruby Tuesday, ttoo.
All right.
When it's warm, when they cook it.
We're here in Birmingham and over 5 Points South. So, do you remember the Ruby Tuesdays that was in 5 Points South
Yeah.
where Chick-fil-A is now?
5 Points South, by the way, like a very like kind of
Club Ruby Tuesday.
hipster sort of
Yeah.
bar neighborhood. So
Yeah,
it's very
yeah.
So
funny.
you know,
It was called
that,
Club Ruby
That
Tuesday.
Ruby Tuesdays it's just like a regular Ruby Tuesdays during the day. You walk in there at night,
Yep.
and the locals. This is a local bar now. This is a local bar. They're just chilling at the bar. They're giving away appetizers.
Which,
and
by
stuff.
the way, there
DJing.
are so many bars.
It was an incredibly wonderful non-corporate atmosphere. It was like your neighborhood bar. It's like at a Ruby Tuesday.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was sad to see it go.
Yeah.
Then
It
they
was
turned
like
it
a
to
dive
Chick-fil-A,
bar.
and somebody gets shot there like a week later.
I didn't know somebody got shot. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did, like right in front of Chick-fil-A.
Across
Oh,
the street, in front of a 3000 bar.
Oh, no, that was a different one. There was one right in front of Chick-fil-A.
It happens like all the
The
time.
Lord's Chicken? How dare they?
Yeah, it's one of the many that have happened.
It's because they're closed on Sundays. They can't bless the week on
Yeah.
that
I
side
I want
of
to
the
say
street.
it was Saturday going into Sunday.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, my
like
gosh. Is that why they don't let anybody park there now?
oh, they never have. Trust me, I've got my shit booted when it was Ruby Tuesday plenty of times.
You would think they would be the most forgiving of
think
parking
so?
in their lot.
You think so?
Good
man.
Christians?
Especially at night when they're closed. But
Yeah.
yeah, they do not play that.
They don't like
I
that
had a
shit.
girl come see me at an open mic at Dave's Pub
Oh, Dave.
across the street back in like 2012. And she parked at that fucking Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A closed at like 8 o'clock. It was like midnight.
Yeah.
Came out, car had been towed.
Damn.
Yeah, they will tow or boot
They
your
don't
shit.
fuck around.
They don't boot or really do that shit here anymore. Though. I park in a meter every day at work. Don't even get a fucking ticket.
No.
Well, it sounds like things at Chick-fil-A were getting kind of rowdy.
Yeah.
Well, they
little bit.
the guys got busted embezzling money from that Chick-fil-A in 5 Points South. You hear about that?
Oh,
Yeah, I did.
He was skimming thousands of dollars.
Good for them. Less
Yeah,
money for
he was
Chick-fil-A.
skimming
Yeah,
money from the
awesome.
catering business. He
Yeah,
was
that's
like taking like catering orders and then just like not fulfilling orders and just taking money.
honestly, take it and run, bro.
You gotta
got it.
fulfill the orders. Just take the money. What are you doing?
He was
Fuck
just
Chick-fil-A,
stealing money. He was just like, yeah, he would like take a catering order and then not put it into the system. He just pocket the money
Fuck yeah,
and then
dude.
take all the leftover food they had at the store and just take that to the catering job.
Oh, okay. Well, and hey,
Fuck yeah.
I worked at Chick-fil-A when I was 17, I think, for like about 6 months, and that's good on him. 'Cause
Dude,
that-
he didn't even.
At the end of the day, you can totally pull that off because
He
there's a
took every
shitload
penny
of
he
nuggets,
could.
dude.
Yeah, I mean,
He
it
stole
was
so
didn't even give
much.
him
He
new
stole so much money.
He took the fucking leftovers. Even he was like,
Yeah.
I need a little extra too. I'm not gonna use any of this shit.
Here's what I learned from that story. embezzling is so easy. Why am I not doing it?
Right. Let's move to Nashville, write stupid country songs, and embezzle money.
Yes.
Well, jail is the one thing.
Oh,
They always get
sure.
caught.
That's the thing.
Ask Richard Scrushy.
It's so easy to embezzle that it always leads to you getting caught.
Because you always
Because
they
you
always
just
do,
don't stop.
They always do. Yeah, they don't stop. They do outlandish shit like Richard Scrushy. You remember him?
Yeah.
Dude, that motherfucker made country music videos. You remember that shit?
Tiger King did that too. I think
Yeah.
that's just when you reach you reach a certain point where the law is just
You're like,
closing in on you.
catch
You're
me.
like, I must make country music.
You're like,
It's like,
catch
have
me,
they
please.
not seen that scene in Goodfellas when De Niro's like, "What are you doing? Take this coat off. Give me that coat.
Right.
What are you doing? Lay low. What are you doing?"
if Robert De Niro's character lasted, stayed out of jail for another 3 months, he would have been doing country songs.
Oh yeah,
But I'm an outlaw now.
That's the problem that has happened in the last couple of years with the boom of social media is that so many criminals get caught now because
They brag about it.
It's too easy to be famous.
Yeah.
And so many people want to be famous
that
that they just always keep going down.
Have y'all
be
seen
quiet.
that the Generation Hustle series on HBO Max?
No.
Dude, okay, so there's 6 episodes. I think there's 10 episodes. Episode 6 is actually about Opelika, which is the town next to where I grew up, where they were trying to make themselves, they were trying to brand themselves as Alabama's gig city because they had introduced a public fiber optic internet network, and they were trying to attract like startups like Silicon Valley. And some guy basically came there and told everyone that he was one of the first 100 employees of Google, and that he was starting essentially like kind of a combo of like a WeWork, like a shared office space, plus like kind of a Silicon Valley incubator business, and the whole thing was fake. And he basically got away with it until he didn't. Now he's in prison.
Yeah.
But there is an episode that one was cool because that's where I'm from. So it was funny just being like,
Did you know about that before?
I was in LA when it was going on in 2016.
Oh,
so
okay.
I was out of LA, but my antenna went up because John McAfee was also involved. He was one of the people who gave the startup money, and I was like,
already, you know already.
and if you see John McAfee in Opelika, Alabama, in the same news article, I'm like, you have my undivided attention.
you have undivided
You
attention,
gotta
and you know
know.
he's about to
Yeah.
funnel. He found some money to
You
funnel
gotta
out
know
of there.
something's coming. I mean,
Yeah.
that dude
Yeah.
just doesn't know. You
Yeah.
don't want to see his name
Hide your
been
fucking
associated
daughters.
Yeah.
with a place it should be. You
Right.
don't want to see John McAfee in the same word with Chicago, let alone
You don't want to see him in the
fucking
U.S.
Opelika, Alabama.
But that episode was crazy. The other one that you have to watch, if people are listening to this, if you only watch 2, watch the Alabama one. But before you watch that one, watch the one about scam rap.
Scam
Oh
rap.
Which-
man, this sounds awesome.
It is.
What is that?
Okay, so basically, there are a bunch of children, like 16 to 17-year-old kids in Detroit, who are making a genre of music called scam rap that is literally no rhyming. There is nary a rhyme. They are literally just saying, like, there's a simple beat will drop, and a kid is just going, the first thing you need to do is acquire what is called a BIN number. You can get this on the dark web.
So you just-
You access the dark web and then just step by step tells you how to steal credit cards.
Oh, wow.
Like no rhyming, no chorus, no hooks, just tells you how to steal credit cards. And it's like this micro genre that just exploded in Detroit. And one of the main stars of the genre had his first show in LA, and he hyped it up. They dropped the beat on the first song. He goes to grab the mic, and then he hired actors dressed as IRS agents to run in and drag him off stage screaming. So
Honestly,
he scammed
respect.
the crowd too.
Yeah.
Like
Respect,
they
dude.
paid money to see a
Oh
scam
my
rap
God.
artist, and they got scammed because he just didn't do the show.
He's a showman.
I was
Dude,
like, I
that's
was just
great.
like,
It's like
this
MF Doom and those Doom bots.
And
he was
then-
in rap on shows.
and
instead
then
of
the
him.
craziest shit, he got signed to Atlantic Records.
Of course.
And at the end, they were like, so have you made the album? He's like, no, I'm not going to make the album. And they're like, but they gave you an advance. Like, you have to give them a return on their investment. He's like, I didn't put my real name on the contract. That's not
Honestly,
me.
fucking respect.
I didn't take
I
the
have no problem.
same.
with
This guy
scammers.
rules.
Same.
This guy's awesome. Whatever his name
and
is for president.
It's not just one guy. It's a bunch of kids in Detroit that are doing this shit. And
I fully support scammers.
Yeah,
I-
scam
same.
rap rules.
And
Anybody who falls victim, I support taking advantage of dumb people.
yeah,
Yeah,
well,
you-
And
not,
you have a fucking genre called scam rap, and you're a dumb enough fucking label to sign that person after
Yeah.
hearing
Yeah,
all
based-
that shit.
based
Even if
on-
you don't know that.
based
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the fact that you know they have no music.
Yeah.
Screw you, Atlantic.
Even
Yeah.
if
You should
Atlantic
get
doesn't
screwed.
know that, even if Atlantic just thought this guy makes music,
Yeah.
and he has 6 billion followers.
That's all it
We're
is.
gonna sign him.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all
I
it is.
still support scamming.
Same.
because that's also stupid.
Yeah.
So
Well, the funniest part about it is like, and they cut to him, and he's making the case of like why stealing people's credit cards and using them isn't bad. He's like everybody's insured. The bank will just if I'm stealing a credit card and not your debit card, the bank gives you that money back. You don't even have to fight them. And then they cut to my favorite thing, which is this like former cop turned, I guess, private investigator who's like on a fucking mission to catch all these guys. And he genuinely tries to make the argument against what he just said, because you're listening to this kid and you're like, makes a good point. Like, this is just on the credit card. And then it cuts to him and he's just like, well, this gets passed on to everybody. The credit cards will raise their interest rates. I'm like, they do that anyway.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Like, anyway.
Loser.
That is just classic like bullshit political rhetoric when people are trying to fight against something based on something that happens any fucking
They're
way.
saying the first thing that comes in their fucking head.
Well, and it's so funny, too, because I'm like, he doesn't even work for a credit card company. He's just some guy.
He's probably been fucked by him. Like,
Exactly.
But has he?
He's probably been fucked over by credit card companies. He's still taking up for him.
I said this
That's
on
politics.
I said this on the
he's
show.
identifying with his hostage taker.
I said this on the show last week. I got a call from Wells Fargo that apparently somebody tried to do 2 charges at a Panera Bread in Woodland Hills, California, with my credit card that equaled about $600. And I wasn't mad about that. I was more just like, I want to talk to this person and be like, what did you buy at Panera Bread that cost $600?
Yeah.
It's like, I'd like 3 wedding cakes, please. Like,
Do they have a sampler? Do they have a sampler at Panera?
I'd like every piece of bread in this Panera. I'm shutting it down.
Maybe they bought a chair.
Woodland Hills, bro. Because I've got scammed from there on my Cash App card. My Cash App card. got scammed.
Every gas pump in Woodland Hills has one of those things on it.
Yeah,
So they have to by city ordinance.
Fucking insane.
Oh my god! Yeah, I've gotten some scams from that.
Yeah, I was just recently lamenting that, I don't ever worry about identity theft and things like that. It's just like, if you can get a credit card in my name, hook me up. Yeah.
Yeah, man, throw some money in there.
Throw your boy one of them bitches.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Good luck with
Teach
that shit.
me.
Well, I was trying to cue this up a minute ago.
Lucky the credit check.
I
came
hope
through.
Everybody here is ready to get a little rowdy.
Oh, I heard that segue earlier. Fuck it, that's what you're doing, man.
Oh, we were having too much fun. I just decided to go with it. So I took a trip over to
my
my
gosh.
local Publix to get the best goddamn sandwich in my hometown. I stand by that. Pub
I believe
subs.
it. I believe
Where
it.
it's at. Toasted Italian.
Publix has great sandwiches.
Publix is great,
Yeah,
man.
but I passed through the energy drink aisle and happened upon a drink I hadn't seen before. I think someone messaged me about this on Twitter a couple months ago, but I couldn't find the mention. So if this was you, I'll shout you out next week. But this is Rowdy Energy, gentlemen, and I actually got a few different flavors. So this is and you guys can pick which one you want. That one's strawberry lemonade.
Strawberry lemonade.
You getting
I'm gonna
rowdy?
say I probably will call dibs on that one.
Oh, I don't know. Peach mango. I have a feeling. Let me just say, there's one that I'm going to drop that we're all going to
mango.
fight over, and that's okay. We got
mango.
peach mango. We have cherry limeade.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And finally, the most mysterious, chiseled ice.
Ooh.
Chiseled ice.
Now, yeah,
I gotta say, I love these cans.
I do too, man.
These things they're sexy as fuck.
That's
And
nice
I
design.
love that the main colors in it change with the name of the flavor.
Yes.
This is some sexy ass candy right here.
yeah, I like the whole.
Shout out to whoever designed this. I mean, Chris, you're a designer.
Yes.
I'm sure you can appreciate
I'm
this. Is
digging
that
this.
not
And
fucking
this
sexy?
plastic
as fuck?
wrap around the can.
That chiseled ice color alone, it just makes me want to drink it.
This is very nice. Whoever designed this. Oh, a smarter energy. Life is busy. You need an energy drink that will keep you focused and driven throughout the day.
And just found out, I checked their website. This is the official energy drink of the not going to the World Series Texas Rangers. So you know it's good. You know it's good.
Yeah, there we go.
So yeah, everybody.
It says Kyle Busch.
Oh, Kyle
Rowdy
Busch?
Energy by
What?
Kyle Busch has 2 levels of energy. One for the instant surge.
Isn't he a NASCAR
Yeah, he's a
racer?
NASCAR guy. Oh, so maybe this is his thing. Okay.
This is legit
know it's
then.
good.
All right. Well, pick I'll pick last. And take which one you want.
Narado, which you
I really.
use?
I'll take the peach mango.
Okay.
Okay.
And I think we need to empty one of these sauce ramekins and everybody do a shot of the chiseled
Yeah.
ice.
Yeah.
We need to bring shot glasses from now on.
I do want to try it.
Yes.
Well, we've all got Milo's cups.
Yeah, we'll
everybody
figure
needs
that
to take a sip of the chiseled ice and then our respective drinks.
All right.
You want to do that one last, or do you want to do it now?
I figure we all open one up, talk about it, but everybody can sample mine. I already had an energy drink today, so
Here,
if I have less,
Yeah.
that's cool.
See if we can fit it in there. Just take a little swig.
Yeah, everybody take a
I had
taste
to make it
of
the
the
most
chiseled
difficult
ice,
way to do it.
and then we'll let Rivers take it home.
I had to find the hardest way to fucking.
I don't need
All
that
right,
much
here we
chiseled
go.
ice.
Cheers,
All right.
everybody.
That's not bad, dude.
It's kind of got an armpit
I love that.
flavor about
It's
it.
a lot more subtle than I thought it was going to be.
It is subtle and
Because
it's
energy
like,
drinks just like to punch you in the taint.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this tastes like okay.
Green tea caffeine, okay, and 160 milligrams of it. So that's a shit ton
This
of green
chiseled
tea.
ice, it does have a very tangy, dry out your throat aftertaste
It does.
to it.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
But the taste, it kind of tastes like you've been smoking a cigarette while sucking on a Luden's cough drop.
Maybe I had the green with this.
Why isn't that on the
Mixed
label?
with it. I think I had
Have
part
you
of this
ever had a
Gatorade
sore
mixed
throat and
with it.
sucked down a
It
Luden's?
does.
Mix some of
Tastes
that
like
with
you had
it.
a
Lit up a
Luden's.
Lucky Strike? Well, this is the drink for you.
What's the strawberry lemonade talk about?
Oh yeah, all right. Nick's going for the strawberry lemonade. What you think?
Nothing special, really.
No.
It's very. It don't taste.
This isn't rowdy. I'll say
very
that.
rowdy
I
at
was
all.
expecting something way
It is
crazy.
not-
This
it
is
not
so
rowdy.
mild.
It's sensible. It's sensible energy. It's not
Yeah.
rowdy
It
energy.
says enhanced hydration energy. Maybe that's why it's so not soda-y.
I don't know. All I know is that, as we've said, energy drinks break down into two categories: super aggressive or like very hippie-ish. And this one appears to be sort of trying to meld the two, where it's got
Yeah.
this, the name Rowdy Energy, like makes it seem
And
like
it's
some
Maybe
party.
maybe it's like doing pills. Like you got to wait for it to kick in.
Oh, maybe. I did look. They had a cocktail section on their website.
Oh my god!
And one of the cocktails was like supercharged cherry, and it was literally just a shot of rum added to the cherry one. And you're like, that doesn't count as a cocktail. We're gonna need at least some triple sec.
Now I'm gonna have to say, I know this is gonna sound like bullshit corporate speak, and that we've been paid to do this and say this, but this goddamn peach mango rowdy. This is the best damn energy drink I've ever
Really?
had. This-
Wow.
Really?
It has none of that weird aftertaste.
No
The
kidding.
peach mango taste is there, but it's very faint. This is good.
Zero
Okay.
sugar.
All right.
Also.
This is good.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Good to
We got a
know.
remnant out of here.
I like it.
They should make a cocktail on their website. It's like
It was good.
It is good.
Okay.
It is good.
they should do strawberry lemonade and like Adderall. If they really want to get rowdy,
The rowdy focus.
Yeah.
speed and fucking
We call that a Waycross Georgia cocktail.
Of course, you've got the cherry limeade.
Cherry
right?
limeade and fucking
Limeade
diet
here. So
Coke.
I've got
for our ASMR people.
You've got Crip notes on your hands. Did you take a test before?
Oh no!
we
I
did
wrote
this?
down. I wrote down Urban Standard where we used to do Fresh Ground shut down, and the lady who makes cupcakes there, she has the wrong place, and I wrote it down. 'Cause I was going to go find it. It's like, 'cause I need them cupcakes.
What's
Nice.
this?
That is-
Yeah, those
Daughter's
are good,
baking.
dude.
Daughter's baking.
That is
It's over in
that is the
Mountain
most on brand Chris Davis
Bro.
notes.
I need my cupcakes. man.
that's great, dude. Because now I know
That's
that.
amazing.
Yes.
I know. I also want
They're so
cupcakes.
fucking
Urban
good.
Standard was that
Yeah,
fire.
I didn't say you're wrong. I just said it's
That is very much him.
it's just a really delightful thing written on your
It
hands.
tastes like there's real cherry in this. This is real
Wow.
good.
These-
Kyle
these
Bush
people-
didn't
He
fuck
fucking
around.
really
Listen,
Fucking
the
around.
Busher, he's
pretty
doing
good.
big things,
Busher.
man.
Yeah, the chiseled ice is the weakest of the bunch, apparently.
Yeah, it's not.
Because ice isn't a fruit. It's ice.
I thought it tasted.
I don't
pretty
know when.
good
I don't know
till
when the last time
aftertaste.
was he won the Winston Cup. He's killing it in the energy
had some time
drink
to think.
game.
I
Shout
would
out to
say-
Kyle Bush and the boys at Rowdy Energy.
I would say based on him making a rowdy energy drink, he hasn't won the Winston Cup at all.
Well, yeah, the Winston Cup, I don't know what it is now, but I remember it went from Winston because they couldn't advertise cigarettes no more, and it became the Nextel Cup, and then now I'm like,
Now it's like
I was about to say, I
Okay.
think it's like Sprint.
oh yeah, that makes
I
sense.
think it's like the Sprint
Oh my
Cup
God.
Chaser.
Do they spray each other with rowdy energy drink at the winner's circle?
I would take
Why do
that.
they keep picking things that you know are not going to last? Like Sprint is not going to like.
Yeah.
Is Sprint?
They belong to T-Mobile now.
yeah, yeah.
A horse and buggy 500.
Wait, you mean my walkie-talkie phone ain't forever?
Yeah. God, no, what a
You
time
mean,
to be
you're
alive
telling me
that
that
was.
passed?
I do. I don't mind this rowdy energy drink. I will say the package, which is very well designed, is not rowdy. It doesn't.
No.
It doesn't tell me
It's
rowdy.
subdued, if anything.
Yes, subdued
It looks like the
energy.
type of energy drink you get at a Chanel store.
Yes.
Like,
yes. This is high-end
can,
stuff.
this can is very, like, this is the type of thing that, like, when you're watching a movie or a TV show about, like, super hip people, they would have a scene set at some gallery, some art gallery party, sponsored by Rowdy.
Yeah.
Because this can is hot.
It definitely is. It's very.
This
visually
Rothko
pleasing.
is very genteel. I am thirsty, though, parched, if you will. Oh, could I have a rowdy, please?
You're not rowdy.
All right, birthday candles versus new tires. Here they come off turn 4 for the win. For the first time this year, Kyle Busch goes to victory lane. He wins the Bushy McBush Race 400. Wow. Happy birthday, Kyle. Great job.
Now that we've gotten rowdy, got a news story to share with you gentlemen. Just weigh in wherever you see fit. Princess Martha Louise of Norway is the daughter of King Harold and Queen Sonja.
Harold.
She created great attention. She created great attention when she revealed that she was in love with an American. A shaman.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh no, better.
It's better.
Better than that. A shaman named Durek Verrett. So this is a couple years ago. She's been dating a shaman. Turns out he is Gwyneth Paltrow's personal shaman.
Oh.
Eric Roberts' best friend. It just seems like a guy Eric Roberts would hang out with.
His real name is Derek.
Yeah, it's not that. Whatever that is.
Shaman Derek.
This week, the princess's American boyfriend has created controversy in Norway with a now deleted Instagram post. Durek Verrett posted on Instagram Sunday claiming that he is a reptile from another planet.
Oh.
Like, oh yeah, maybe I don't.
Yeah.
The reptilians are getting in on being influencers. I fucking
Well,
love
that's
it.
my favorite part is that the reptile conspiracy is that all
Never
the,
admitted.
the powerful people
Yeah,
are the
never-
reptiles. They don't have to marry into power. They are power. That's the conspiracy.
They're going mainstream.
Nick's right. You're not supposed to admit it.
You're
Don't be
supposed to
telling
keep it a
tales out of
secret.
school.
Right, right.
They're mad about
what did we
that.
just talk about with criminals?
Yes.
People are getting caught and exposing themselves.
Yes.
Well, social media has everybody wanting to be famous.
He didn't delete that shit either.
You're gonna-
The guy that fucking started Instagram had that fucking removed.
Unless he's a 90-year-old Cherokee giving you peyote. He ain't a real shaman.
No.
All right?
Absolutely not.
In this post, Verrett wrote that he was prepared for some people to disagree with him,
Not many.
A smattering.
but he would
Smattering
still
of
try to find an explanation for those people. So this is what he wrote.
Let's see the explanation.
I am a hybrid of a space lizard, reptilian and Andromedan, princess from Greek mythology. I also have ancient spirits from the ancient world.
Good start on convincing people.
Lies have been told about our species that I want to address. We are a cluster of beings, and that means that we have come here to create structures that help people to liberation. Space locks are here to loosen the system in a significant way. So,
I'll be
first of all,
Oh
that
my
is
gosh.
I have never heard someone combine Warlock and Spaceman into Space Lock, but I am fucking here for it.
I'll tell you this though, he's you know how he said before, he's like, well, I'll convince you if you don't believe me. He got me with that.
It's like, then continue, Sam.
Yeah.
So
I like that he presented it as if it's an opinion. He's like, I know some people are going to disagree.
So let's
I know some people are going to disagree that I am a reptile prince from another planet.
not everybody, but some people.
Now, full disclosure, I dated a girl from the Andromeda system. Needy. Needy. I'm just going to say, yeah.
Hey, man,
Take me
it's-
to your
right.
leader then.
Sounds about like an
Listen,
Take me
Andromeda.
to your
Same
leader
day,
then.
different galaxy.
All day with the take me to your leader.
it's Pleiadians or bust, man.
I thought it was just me, man. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I guess it's all of them.
So he says space locks are here to loosen the system in a significant way. Everything that is locked in structures that actually limit or prevent people from seeing liberation, we shake. We come as disruptors to disrupt frequency.
See?
Yeah.
He's an influencer. Disrupting.
Yep.
He's an influencer.
Yep.
He's creating apps.
Break
He's
things
actually
and move
Banksy,
fast.
it turns out.
After,
That's Banksy.
after declaring himself a lizard from space, goddamn, I love British newspapers. By the way, this is royalcentral.co.uk. After declaring himself a lizard from space, he also criticized 5G networks.
Oh,
Well, there it is. There it is.
Fancy like
now,
lizard
now I'm on
beings
board.
from outer space.
Well, lizards got them little side ears. I mean, the 5G signals just really mess with your equilibrium
they
if
got,
you're a
they
lizard
got
person.
quantum computing already. They don't need that shit.
He probably lost a lot of people with the first part, but then the 5G thing came, and
That's
he
the
probably,
sad part.
he probably got some
100%.
people. They're like, all right, I'm actually, he's making sense now.
I wasn't on your side, mate, but when you start talking about them 5G towers, I'm on board. Let's go destroy them right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Right by my house, I've been getting a little bit of itchy throat.
5G gave my family corona. What do we do for a living? We whisper in each other's eyes.
That's why I only use a Nextel phone.
See, this is smart. This is smart thinking because he's going with the conservative shithead view
Yes.
of COVID.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's gone from making the reptilians their enemies to knowing we can infiltrate the mainstream. One, I marry into a royal family.
Right, right.
Two, I get the Q people
Yeah, yeah.
who hate reptiles, but they also hate liberals. I come in and I say, hey, on our planet, we agree with you guys.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
they're not illegal aliens. They're the aliens that those people are going to love.
There's QAnon
he's
people
just a-
going, this guy, oh, he's one of the good ones.
Yeah, yeah. He's
Like
one
I
of the
tell you,
good
these reptile
reptoids.
these reptile people are in control and they're crazy. Like, he said, what? 5G. Oh, wait a minute.
Well, maybe
Wait a
Earl's all
minute.
right. Earl from Andromeda.
The Norwegian royal court refused to comment on Durek Verrett's statements to any Norwegian news agency. Princess Martha Louise's secretary also said that she did not want to comment on the post.
Love
After all major Norwegian media criticized the statement, the Instagram post was suddenly deleted. I bet.
I want to send a major shout out to the people of Norway who are still of so much sound mind and body and so mature and so upstanding that their official comment on this isn't no comment. It's we refuse. We refuse to even disagree with this shit.
Their official comment
just a-
is, I can't even right now.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what's your official statement? Our official statement on this is, are you fucking serious?
It's, we're giving this any fucking attention at all.
Listen, I have lots of salty black licorice to eat. I don't have time for this shit.
But yeah, my pickled shark is about to
You
expire.
gotta be fucking shitting me, end quote.
Just last month, Princess Martha Louise revealed her plans to move to the United States had been put on hold. So she made the announcement in an interview with Norway's state TV channel NRK, marking her 50th birthday on September 22nd. So Verrett said in 2020 that he had plans to ask the princess to marry him when the couple went to Hawaii in February of 2020. However, in April of this year, Princess Martha Louise denied that the royal wedding was imminent. So COVID fucked up the wedding plans, I think.
There's always this is just great to show you like how the human experience and the human condition is universal across all backgrounds
Yep.
Yeah.
and all stations in life. Every family
Yeah.
has that fucking one
Yes.
that's just whole life is just nothing but fucking up no matter
Yeah.
what.
Yeah.
And you've got a fucking royal family in one of the most normal places on earth, like
Right.
Norway.
Yeah.
Who rarely have just their own citizens show up acting like this. And a fucking princess is like, I'm marrying a lizard king.
That is,
Yeah, there's nobody else in the fucking
I'm
world.
marrying a lizard king who's a fucking personal assistant to a celebrity in Hollywood.
Like most of the
America,
eels.
It's
like-
wonderful.
Actually,
Like most
sought
of the
after,
eels in the
yeah.
world, I blame this on Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, there's
she
a lot
didn't
we can-
legitimize this freak
Yeah.
with her dumb vagina eggs and
Yeah.
I
candles
was
and
telling
stuff.
people last year when Gwyneth Paltrow was doing things and Antonio Brown, the wide receiver, was making all this news for all his crazy antics and shit. I was like, dude, Gwyneth Paltrow is just Antonio Brown with a better team around her.
Yeah, she's a
She
huge
is
influencer for
fucking nuts.
yeah, man.
But she's got a way better team around her, so she gets to do shit like have Derek from Space, the Lizard King, be her own personal shaman, and that dude somehow goes from Gwyneth Paltrow to sucking and fucking with some Norwegian
Right.
princess.
And that's the thing too. Is Gwyneth Paltrow is batshit, and also this guy's her shaman. You know she's 100% on board for all this.
All the way.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
the wedding was probably going to be at a ranch she owned.
Yeah. She's
gonna-
hosting that
It was
one.
going to be in her
Vaginal eggs for everybody. All the
Yeah,
guests.
the goodie bag at Gwyneth Paltrow's ranch wedding. Holy
Can you
shit!
It's just a
imagine
garbage-
Gwyneth Paltrow goodie bag.
Like $30,000 of the most worthless shit in a sack.
It's a wedding.
gotta be
All the
like-
garbage is just those goodie
Yeah,
bags.
like a Gwyneth Paltrow goodie bag has to be like if Carrot Top got all his props from Spencer's Gifts. You know what I mean? It's got to be filled with some of the wildest shit.
It's got that
on the
chairman of
face
the board
planet.
DVD in it.
I didn't even watch like her show on Netflix. I didn't watch it, but I watched a guy on YouTube watch it and comment on it. Her crew is the most insufferable,
Oh, of course.
boot-licking, ass-kissing yes men I've ever
You'd
seen.
have to be to work for
They
her.
tickle at
agree with that
everything Gwyneth does. No wonder she and Coldplay consciously uncoupled. I couldn't be around that crap.
Yeah,
No.
I have transferred my love.
I would have
from
bounced,
Coldplay.
taken the kids, and hidden them in a bungalow somewhere. You'll never see these kids again, Gwyneth.
Yeah.
She was
Don't you shove an egg.
She was Coldplay's Yoko Ono.
I will let not.
She's a wonderful
the opinion
actress.
of many.
The end.
I will not let Moses and Apple go. I simply will not.
I'll never
Chris,
forgive
that
her.
is
for-
very. I'm glad you said that because that is like hilarious on so many levels. Because that's like really the truth. Gwyneth Paltrow is a fantastic actress. Can we just stop right the
Yeah.
fuck
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's literally
The
you can't
end.
even say, and she does great, philanthropic work. There's nothing
Nobody
else.
Yeah.
Gwyneth Paltrow is a great actress and scene.
yeah,
man.
yeah.
And honestly, like, since when though? Like, I mean, she don't really even do anything worth a fuck anymore. She does the Marvel movies as kind of like a
Dave, that's a.
She shows up in a suit of armor and chastises
For
Tony
5
Stark
seconds,
every 3 years.
That's a giant pile of money. I don't
she
blame her.
does. Yeah. Oh yeah, but like she's she's not really anything anymore. She's
Yeah.
a crazy person.
Other than a
She's-
crazy person.
She's legacy. Seven in Royal Tenenbaums alone. That's fine. She can
Yeah,
make
yeah.
she can make as many vagina candles as she wants.
yeah, exactly.
Gwyneth Paltrow is the white female Kanye West.
She is. Why
I'd
are
say
they on
she's
tour?
actually a little even more off the deep end than him.
Why
But
aren't
she
they
has
on
a better
tour?
team than Kanye.
Seriously,
Yeah.
if she had,
so everything gets filtered through enough.
yeah.
to
Instead of
make
going
it seem
straight
like,
to Twitter.
Oh, she's
That's
just
it.
eccentric.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got several people between her and her Twitter.
Yeah, she
that's
doesn't
it.
even use
She's-
Twitter.
She's probably literally got like defensive linemen like guarding the Twitter.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Keep her away. No.
I'll never forgive her for the undoing of Coldplay. Though.
Yes. Shame on you. Conscious uncoupling.
My,
I just watched Shallow Hell like 2 weeks ago.
oh shit!
I watched
Yeah.
it a month ago. I love
Dude,
Shallow Hell.
That's
I
weird.
love
I
Shallow
thought
Hell.
about throwing that on the other day. That's the first DVD I ever got.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that movie. I saw it in the theater, and every time I go by HBO, whatever it's like, it's got 30 minutes left. It's like, well, I guess I'm watching the last 30 minutes of Shallow Hell.
The underrated Fairley Brothers right
I know,
there,
it was a
man.
great
Jason
movie.
Alexander with that tail.
Oh,
Dude, he's so
yes.
goddamn funny in that, man.
My two thoughts on it. One, I was kind of shocked when I got to the point of that story where it said that she was 50, the princess, because in my head I'm thinking, oh, she's some like crazy college kid
Yeah.
who's off on a fling with some.
That's what I thought when you were telling me that
some
story. I was
crazy guy
picturing
with a huge
27-year-old.
dongus who worships on the beach. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
you're young, that's fine, but this is a grown person.
Grown-ass princess.
Second thought I had is I now would kill to go to a royal dinner with him.
Oh yeah.
Imagine the the actual smorgasbord of just fine food stretched out on the table, all the royal family and their fineries, and then just a guy. I'm just gonna assume wearing a tunic, just sitting there insisting to pray to the Andromeda Galaxy
I'm
over the
picturing
meal.
the two dinner scenes from the Ace Ventura movies.
Yeah. Oh, he's the guy that would do something too. Like at the dinner, they have like shrimp, and he like takes the shrimp off the tail and just eats the tails.
Yeah. Oh,
This is,
yeah.
my sustenance is on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I am just imagining the Buffalo guy from the Capitol riots. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
him. He's
He's
got his-
probably jealous of that guy. It's like, hey, this is Shaman stealing my thunder.
Yeah.
That's what
I
made
gotta
him
up
get
the
on
ante.
Instagram and reveal himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably so.
Like, if there's going to be a famous fucking shaman in America, it's going to be this guy.
Shaman
right,
fight.
Fuck that dude.
Yeah, no, this guy needs the fucking spotlight.
A shaman. They're like casting spells on each other.
It's like Dragon Ball Z.
Please, yes.
Rolling 20-sided die.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah, man. British like tabloids are way fucking better.
They are better.
Isn't that usually what you pull from?
I try try to a lot of times because
They're usually gold.
Because in a lot of cases they are just very frank like that. Like the man who claimed to be a space wizard.
Yeah.
like they just don't give a fuck. They're like, like American newspapers will at least be like, okay, this man with somewhat strange claims, whereas British newspapers will be like, no, you put this together. This man is saying he's a lizard from space.
The American newspapers rely so much on like the greed and wanted to bring people in that they're trying to get the people who believe in this guy
right
to get on board with their news stories.
Yeah.
And in England, it's just like, this dude's fucking nuts. And everybody else is like, yeah, he is. Well, let's just make fun of him.
England, American papers make all their money on fear. British papers make all their money off of sucking the lifeblood from their minor celebrities until they either die or kill themselves.
Which, goddamn, commendable.
I know, right? They're there. You might as well suck the life out of them.
That's something I love about their culture when it comes to entertainment, is that they have people that, like, over here, you're just like a D-list celebrities. But like in England, your literal title is television presenter.
Yeah.
Because here we have people who are television presenters, but we're just like, this dude is just a piece of shit, lame nobody who fell off 20 years ago.
Yes.
And over there, you can be A-list as a fucking television presenter. All you do is just show up to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills fucking talk show afterwards. And it's just like, this dude's great. Everybody over there is Ryan Seacrest. Because it's good. Over here, there's Ryan Seacrest and then a bunch of has-beens who are just trying to make a buck.
on the gas pump channels.
The gas pump channels.
So one of the things for me, which I think is why I stand out a lot in the world as a shaman, is because a lot of shamans are, in the jungle, in the Amazon, in the flat plains, in the dry grass. They're not integrating with the modern world, with the Western world, unless you go to them. And for me, it's about taking shamanism and making it more available to people, where it's not about you coming to me as like, you need to get information from me. It's me teaching you how to access that yourself. Because where we are right now, we need to be not spiritually codependent. We need to be self-independent.
I wanted to bring something up that Rod, I think you actually tweeted this, the PornHub map that included, which unfortunately turned out to be sort of a parody. It wasn't quite real, but it did lead me down a very real, amazing rabbit hole. So somebody tweeted out a map that was supposedly the most popular PornHub searches for each state.
Oh, got it right here.
Oh, you've got Rod. That's where I saw it. Rod tweeted. I was like, oh well, I want to talk about this because the one for
allow me to read you the funniest, most hilarious ones on the map.
Yeah, for Tennessee, please first.
For Tennessee, the number one search was Kevin James.
That's fucking great.
That is just excellent writing.
Kevin
right
James
there.
related porn.
Delaware.
Fucking
Skin.
Skin.
That sounds about right for Delaware.
Was Oklahoma
Skin on people or
a lot of
skin
serial
on
killers?
Oklahoma is Goth Hospital.
That's the one that got me.
What?
Goth Hospital?
No, what does that even mean?
Delaware is definitely full of serial
What does
killers.
that even mean?
For Florida, it was boats.
Boats. Of
And
course.
for Colorado, it's droopy balls.
Why?
I wish that wasn't a parody. Because I'd be searching Kevin James porn.
Well, so that actually did turn out to be just a little joke, but it is based on a thing that I did not know about until this morning. Because this is one of those things that when people are like, I only read Playboy for the articles. This is the PornHub equivalent of that because it is way more arguably interesting than what's actually happening on PornHub because that's just donguses and woo-woos, This is information. So
Thanks for using the technical term.
Yes, there is a website. It's a subdivision of PornHub, which how do I get this job? I don't think I'm trained in statistics enough to get this job, but they have a whole separate website that is pornhub.com/insights. And all it is statistics about PornHub. And so they have things like they're tracking the times on election night to see like when the election was called, how many people started searching PornHub, or reversely to tell which cities were jerking off the most or the least during the Super Bowl. And it turns out Kansas City rides way harder for their football team than San Francisco because when they played in 2020, San Francisco had a pretty minor drop off in terms of PornHub. Kansas City had a fucking huge one. No one in Kansas was beating off. Everyone was watching the fucking game.
Kansas City, like Chiefs fans are fucking,
I know West Van Horn. Yeah. I'm aware.
They're pretty hardcore.
I got to get all my energy for the team.
Yeah.
Speaking of, if there anything weirder than Missouri and Kansas sharing Kansas City and all the cool Kansas City shit being in Missouri, and Kansas might as well just be like the other city. Like, there's a Cleveland in Alabama. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's nothing like the actual Cleveland, And there's several other Clevelands in this country. And that's how Kansas and Missouri are. Kansas City, Missouri has everything. All the pro sports teams, the barbecue, everything cool about Kansas City is in Missouri. The fucking Kansas side of that city, it might as well be like Oskaloosa or something. It's just got the name.
Maybe they should merge.
A high body count, too, from what I've heard.
At Rod for short. I believe we have a lot of listeners in Kansas. I love both sides of that river. You guys are great. Lawrence is cool. I'll say that. I've been to Lawrence.
It's like West Memphis that's in Arkansas. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's just none of the shit that you love and know about Memphis is in Arkansas. It's all in Tennessee.
But I wanted to share the two articles that I found most captivating on pornhub.com/insights. There was one that was, we're a little past this holiday, but I think it's okay because it is very interesting. St. Patrick's Day. They have a whole blog entry about people's various searches on St. Patrick's Day. So there was an 8,825% increase in the searches for leprechauns on Pornhub on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, God.
There was a
Season.
It's the reason for the season.
There was a 5,116% increase in the search for just St. Patrick. I was like,
confusing Google with fucking porn.
Well, all I could think was the snakes. Maybe it's like a tentacle porn.
Let me chase all these snakes out of here. Right into your lady bits.
Right there. Like, that's for the Christian fundamentalist. Like, St. Patrick's Day. It's time for green clovers and leprechauns. And there's people out there who are like, no, it's about St. Patrick.
Weird
You want to jack off to some fucking St. Patrick's Day thing? I bet there'd be some monks in that motherfucker.
Yeah, you ain't gonna fucking do it without that.
There was a 1,644% increase in the search for Irish anal.
Oh my God.
Oh, the redheads.
And then in descending order, we've got
poor arse. Seamus, why? Why, Seamus, didn't you warn me? I'm not saying I didn't do it. I'm just saying if you just said something first.
I just said it.
into it.
I just slipped in there, huh?
At least-
I think you're a trickster, sir.
Give me a fifth of Jameson before we start on this. Come on, just relax.
I was gonna do an Irish impression. I almost said bollocks. And that's British.
They say bollocks in Ireland, I'm sure.
These are just some of the other ones that jumped up on St. Patrick's Day. Irish lesbians, Irish amateur, Irish MILF, Irish redhead, which if you're searching Irish, isn't that implied?
Just go ahead and fucking...
I know they're not all redheaded, but if it's like...
Yeah.
That's extremely redundant.
It's gonna come up.
You can find
Should have
me...
said just black Irish. That would be wilder.
Yeah, there's
than
not going
Irish
to be
redhead.
any... If you type Irish into a porn search, there's not going to be any blondes.
I was going to say, it's going to be a lot of redheaded... It's going to be a lot of Russian girls with their hair dye red. But yeah, so that was the St. Patrick's Day one. And there was a 548% overall increase in the search Irish on St. Patrick's Day. So
is there an increase on
Irish.
Christmas for people looking for like Jesus fucking himself in his stigmata holes?
You would have to imagine. I encourage everyone go.
Somebody jacking off through a hole in their hand.
And
I will say, as best I could tell, pornhub.com/insights is safe for work. I didn't see anything that wouldn't be fucked up to pull up in an office.
Yeah, this is just information.
That's crazy.
So as long as
Irish and St. Patrick's and stuff.
if you're sitting in an office somewhere listening to us, you got time to steal more from your boss, go to pornhub.com/insights. Tell me what your most interesting article was. But mine, this blew my fucking mind. Okay, so they have a whole article that includes one of those maps, very similar to the parody one that Rod was just sharing, except this one is straight from the source, and these are the most commonly misspelled search terms by state. So I was going to go around. I'll just have each of you just give me a state, any state in the union, and I'll tell you what is their most misspelled word in their porn
Well,
searches.
I have to go with the motherland, Alabama, please.
So Alabama actually is the most commonly misspelled word. It's porm.
They go
P-O-R-M.
They go on PornHub and they
Type
try
in
to type in
porn. You're right.
Where it's right there.
That's the part that blew me. I was like, porn is funny.
That's all they're gonna give you. You don't have to search for porn on PornHub.
Well, every once in a while they will. Every once in a while you will see on there. It's like, wow, Venom 2 is on here.
you
Cool.
literally go to the when the PornHub homepage pops up. It's porn.
You just start clicking around.
That
buddy.
reminds me of something really fucking funny. I think it was Pedro Salinas said he
Yes, he's gonna-
uploaded his
That's
fucking
like-
stand-up to Pornhub.
Yes.
That's like going to Google
Typing
and
Google.
searching for Google.
Or searching for search engine.
I can
Yeah.
only imagine
Go to
that
Google and search
you've
for
already
Ass
started masturbating before you started typing into search, and
That
you just
is-
hit the wrong key.
You don't go to
Porn.
Google and type in Google. You do not go to fucking Pornhub and type in porn.
Porn sounds
porm.
like the porridge that Shaman feeds the queen. the
Right, you go
princess.
to Google to search Ask Jeeves.
Oh, yup and yivin', I like this
Search.
porn. Porn is
Search.
delicious.
What are you looking for here on Pornhub? Porn, please. One porn,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
So it's like the most timid person ever trying to find porn. It's like doesn't want anybody to know what they're into.
Yeah.
Just porn. It's fun.
It's like walking into KFC. It's so y'all ain't got no burgers?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a
No
burger.
burgers.
Hey,
at all
yeah,
in this KFC.
bro.
I'd like some chicken.
What?
I mean, what specific denomination or type?
Chicken.
Kentucky
Chicken.
Fried.
One of them, please. One of the chickens.
One chickens, please.
One of those
One
chickens.
chickens.
One Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I want
please.
one chickens.
Chickens, plural.
One's plural. One
One
Fucking
singular
porn.
chickens.
Porn.
That is insane.
Nick, do you want to hit me with a state?
Let's go.
Country's down at
For some reason, Boston's popping up. I'm really curious about that one.
Oh, also porn.
Well, in Massachusetts, I guess.
Massachusetts, they're supposed to be a smart state. Also porn.
Porn.
Fuck, man.
Wow.
Porn sounds like a
Stop
porridge from the
going to
1700s.
Pornhub and searching for porn.
That's the thing that they've got Harvard, they got all them fancy fucking schools,
But
in
they also
IT.
have Boston. Too.
but they're also looking for porn.
Now, I would like to dedicate this one to our good friend Zach Carradine.
Okay.
He has just moved to Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
Zach's,
wow.
Zach's
Didn't even
in
see him when he
Wyoming
was
now.
Oh,
So
man.
I would like to know
Speaking of moves.
what is the most misspelled porn search in Wyoming?
And it's him doing
That
it.
he is responsible for.
That would be threesome.
Zach, buddy.
T-H-R-E-S-O-M. Threesome.
That spiked up as soon as
That sounds like a part used in raising barns for the army.
That's right. I was going to say, it just sounds like an account. Like you're reading.
Sounds very Amish.
Jedediah will never
Threesome.
raise his barn if you don't bring over the threesome.
Seamus, give it a threesome.
I told you not to use pine wood on the threesome.
All
gotta use
of-
oak
the
hardwoods
biggest
only.
thing I'm learning from this is that there are a lot of people hiding in a closet trying to look at they're being oppressed by somebody in their home
Yeah.
because
They're being oppressed.
these terms are very simple to learn and spell, and they also, much like Google,
Very
once you
vanilla.
start typing into the search bar, it just gives you the suggestion.
Yeah.
So these people just can't take any shit. They're just typing like
no.
eyes half out of the
Porn.
closet, other eye
Yeah,
pointed
yeah.
at the computer.
Yeah.
That's the only explanation I have.
They're trying to type it
threesome.
into their iPhone in their pocket
Yeah.
while they're talking to their wife.
Threesome sounds like a full. It's like when you go over.
Matt Damon and
In The Departed, yeah.
It's like Mom and M's.
89,
If you go over
84.
Mom and M's house, where you go, Mom and M's? For what? Threesome.
fucking threesome.
threesome.
It turns out like
Mom and
Rhode Island's most searches like Kevin James or something for real.
No, Rhode Island is also porn.
What is up with this?
Stop.
I figured it was just Alabama. at
I'm so
least.
I mean, all
disappointed
those
in
other
the
people,
country.
I get it. I really do think
Threesome,
Yeah.
they're just trying to secretly. They're just so in the zone and scared trying to search porn that misspelling words. But I do not understand why people are typing porn into the search engine on a porn site.
Yeah,
on a site that has porn in the fucking name.
I'll just give you the rundown. These are all the porms: Oregon, California, Idaho, Utah, Arizona, North Dakota,
too fucking many.
Kansas, Oklahoma, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, Virginia, New York, Massachusetts,
50 states. Sounds like
Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Rhode Island. Yeah, are all porm. The other ones that I like, Hinty.
I understand that.
Hinty.
Okay.
Not hentai.
Definitely my man right here.
Y'all looking at that hinty in there? Get off that hinty porn.
Misspell that. If it's just a word you hear.
My guy Narado gets that.
I get it.
Get off that hinty.
If you just hear that word, then it makes sense you say H-E-N-T-I. I get it.
New Mexico also
xenophobic is what it is.
New Mexico and Kentucky also threesome. And then Delaware ASIN. It's Asian, but ASAIN. Nevada and Ohio have two of my favorites, which is Miffle.
Miffle.
Not MILF.
That sounds like porn about like older lady wizards in the Harry Potter universe.
It sounds like most of these people are also like this.
I'm really into Miffle porn. I really just got it. The wizard hats just get me, man.
That's it.
When she starts casting spells, I can't.
That's what they call hot mogul moms. Miffles.
I hate I get that.
Montana has compliation.
Looking
for
understandable.
Looking for that compilation, my man. That's my jam.
That's variety.
Those are the best ones. That's some good shit. PVO.
Just give me 15 minutes of exactly what I'm looking for. Back to back.
South Carolina, and I just looked at my own keyboard, and I this explains it that the W is directly next to the E for this. South Carolina and Florida are both woobany. Looking for ebony, but with the hit the W instead of the. So again, lights off, closet,
in Florida,
non-light up keyboard. Yes, of course, dude.
Or maybe that might just be a subgenre of the POG. For those of you who don't know, POG is PAWG, stands for fat ass white girl. So that's a thick white woman with a nice ass. Webony might be a white woman built like an ebony woman.
This makes sense. I'm learning.
That's interesting.
I've just learned
They might be onto something.
That was 50 Cent's first track. Webony. You say that you're a Webony.
I'm looking for thick white girls. Looking for white girls shaped like black girls, aka Webony.
They're onto something searching that. In that case, wow, way more advanced than any of these people.
Michigan and West Virginia both are cartons. So they were looking for cartoon porn.
Oh,
they typed in.
I thought they were looking for porn actors who are smoking,
or who are missing on the side of milk cartons.
Yeah. That might be a thing.
I'm really into missing people.
Fucking milk.
That's true.
It might be like the milk and cookie. Milk is a subgenre. It's a porn. What is the weirdest porn second weirdest porn I've ever seen was involved milk.
There's something for everything, man. It's fucking.
Oh yeah. South Dakota, Nebraska, Texas, and Louisiana are all into lesbiums.
Lesbians.
And finally, my favorite, there's 3 states who all fucked up the same word. So that would be Connecticut, as well as Mississippi and North Carolina, all have 3 different spellings of the word amateur. None of them got it right. Amateur, amateur, and amateur.
M&M porn.
That was the Mississippi one. They really fucked it up.
Oh, M-I cricket letter.
and Alaska too. Amateur fucked it up. And then finally Hawaii, and they were the only ones with this. And this is the closest to like an understandable fuck up. They spelled Filipino with a PH instead of an F.
I mean, I can dig that.
That happens. So shout out to Hawaii.
Honestly, I just learned something.
Filipino.
It makes perfect sense that because Hawaii has its own distinct type of Asian people.
Sure.
That their porn search for Asians would be another very specific type of Asian person.
Highly Pacific, highly specific.
All right, now I know.
Pacifics.
Speaking of, I know what I'm doing after this.
Yeah, well, according to the metrics, it's because I was looking at that. It's like the biggest spike is at 11 p.m.
Really?
Apparently, that's the time.
People waking up, I guess, with
Yeah,
fucking morning wood.
but then no. But then wake up is the second biggest. So there's like a big obvious. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Like when you go to work, there's like a big dip in
the old church loving wife's fast asleep.
Yeah,
Nick's gonna grab his energy drink, head over to Applebee's,
man.
Chug the energy drink,
download some Hawaiian porn.
Rowdy's got you feeling rowdy.
but yeah, this website's delightful. Please tweet at us at The Goods Pod. Anything funny that you find on PornHub.com/insights. Like I said, as far as I know, it seems to be safe for work. So go ahead, steal from your boss, steal some time for yourself, and look up some stats on PornHub.
And for the more slack joke among the listeners who we've been talking about so far, please, for the love of God, stop trying to type the word porn into a porn website search.
I now am
The
curious.
homepage just opens with porn.
I am now curious what happens. It just starts like an infinity loop.
Yeah,
of,
like what? It just keeps refreshing the homepage.
Right.
I wonder.
Just a screen comes up like you're too stupid to jerk off.
Because like I said, like literally, it opens up with like 60 videos. Like, so what do you think porn is? Is what you see on their homepage is just dicks and pussies. Is like that's not what porn
That's
is.
not porn.
What do you think porn
Maybe
is?
porn's a thing. You know?
It's like when you're looking for your glasses, you can't find them anywhere, and then you realize you're wearing your glasses.
Yeah, there we go.
That's what
Well,
it is.
here's something too. Is Google has a statistics page, mate? Do they?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
And it might be like not suitable for work, and the Pornhub one's probably like cleaner. Like you actually look at that,
yeah.
like you're less likely to get flagged.
It
for
appears that this is like a whole separate like department, like a whole separate arm of the operation. I'm like, I'm not really that good at math or anything, but it's like very fascinating. But anyway, they have like they had a whole one that was just about Trump country. They had the stats for like every state that voted for Trump and like the shit they were into.
Wow,
Incredible.
I'm gonna watch that fucking Generation Hustle episode and try to sneak that shit in too.
Yes, I need to watch that show so bad.
Full
now.
of wrecks today.
I am
Yes,
going
that's
to
good.
have to check that out.
Y'all, we got time for just one more segment. And of course, this is our jam of the week.
Damn.
And of course,
jam.
there it is. You can hear the tones ringing out over Birmingham now. This is Luke Bryan with his song. This was supposed to be the biggest song of the summer, 2020. The summer that didn't happen, or in some cases happened too much. Now we are where we are. This is One Margarita from his album. And the name of the album, again, this came out in the spring of 2020. Born Here, Live Here, Die Here. It's like every bit of this is so ill-timed. Like the video for this song was released on March 12th, 2020, which is the day that the U.S. suspended travel from Europe, and the next day a state of emergency was declared. So impeccable timing. Also, this was included on a list of worst songs of 2020 from Variety Magazine.
That means it's bad.
Well,
It's got to be bad because there's a lot of bullshit out there.
the song was described as, quote, an ode to alcohol abuse and, quote, the wrong song at the wrong time in light of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. So, but that's Variety Magazine.
Yeah,
Gentlemen,
what do they
that's
know?
the critics.
Yeah.
That's what the critics think.
Might as well be Pitchfork, man.
Fuck the
'em.
critics. We're all about democracy. We want to know what the people think.
What does the comment man think of
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, in
What's the name of
order.
that album again?
Born here,
live
here, die here.
It was like that scene in Return of the Jedi when they were aboard Jabba's ship.
Yes, my favorite line in the
and
whole
Luke
fucking
says,
thing.
I was born here. And Han says, you're going to die here. Pretty convenient.
Pretty convenient.
You know what's funny too is the name of that album is like just pretty much what everybody that listens to Luke Bryan does. Never leave where they're from.
That's right.
I always used to go take road trips with my buddy Chandler up to Chicago, and he's from Indiana. And every time we'd cross from Kentucky into Indiana, he'd go, I was born here, you know? And I go, you're going to die here, you know? Convenient. So before we start, I just wanted to acknowledge there is an incredible amount of like scams and bots in this comment section specifically. And I have to imagine it's because Luke Bryan is on American Idol that somehow his popularity extends out beyond the United States, because there is a lot of like broken English of people like posing as Luke Bryan, being like, I am him. Call this WhatsApp number and I will talk to you or give you free concert tickets.
I am him.
I think it's because even foreigners know that if you're looking for dumbass Americans,
Yes.
Luke Bryan
you're
fucking-
looking for people who would be listening to and commenting on
Dude,
the Luke Bryan
I-
song
I-
or any country song.
Yeah, I had a guy call me, and as you know, I always chat with the phone scammers, and the guy was claiming he was from Alabama Power, and he was like, "Oh, you still live in?" He gave my street address, and I was like, "Yeah, do you want to read the city to me?" and he like hesitated. He was like, and then he said my street address again, and I was like, "Yeah, what city is that?" And he was like, Los Angeles. I'm like, yeah, that's California, man. You're supposed to be from Alabama. And then I just coached the guy. I'm like, look, where do you think I live?
Let me show you how to scam.
Right, yeah, no, and I was like trying to like tell him, and he even like fucked up. Like he was like, well, your area code is from Alabama, from Auburn. And I was like, it's Auburn, man. You got to say Auburn. Like, I was like
Figure the
coaching
fucking
him.
shit out.
Yeah, and he let me. I just coached the guy for a little bit.
That's
but-
insane.
And then he hung up and immediately looked up porn.
Yeah. This guy's the dumbest.
He immediately called back. Rivers Langley, Auburn, Alabama, right? Yes. This is Alabama Power.
We've never talked before.
But yeah, there were also people claiming to be Kenny Chesney and people claiming to be Johnny Depp for some reason.
Good
and,
time to pretend to be.
and there was more than one offering herbal cures for herpes. So this
These guys
is
know their
They
audience.
know
so
the
I'm
fucking crowd.
just laying out the landscape of
Just
this
rub some
comment
turmeric
section.
on your herpes. It'll go away.
They know who they're fucking selling to.
Yeah, but just when I think I found the most unhinged comment section, a song like One Margarita comes along. So let's go ahead and get down into these comments. First up, TG Guts from 5 days ago. And there are periods between all of these words.
Okay.
This is what America tastes like.
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't know
he's
if
not
that's
wrong,
a,
honestly.
I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult.
I don't know.
Or a mere
America,
observation.
that
TJ
tropical
Guts.
paradise.
I'm just gonna guess it's
You
a
know, he
compliment.
invented margaritas here.
Yeah. America invented the frozen margarita, not the margarita.
Will Leonard from 3 months ago. This has got to be one of the worst country songs in existence. Y'all only like this because you're drunks. And I'm saying that's ridiculous. These people aren't drunks. Listen to this. Brittany from 3 weeks ago. This song sound fun to do. I like song 2. You suck. I win. I'm not dead yet.
Oh, that's
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, she's not a drunk.
That's not alcohol.
That is pills.
Maybe
Yeah,
that.
she got to get her Prozac
Yes.
fucking maybe
That is
tapered up
pills
a
or a
little
head wound.
She's on
Okay.
3 oxys.
Yeah.
She was on her way to the
bit. Maybe
laptop,
taper
tripped
off
and
the
hit her
fucking
head
opiates.
on it.
Yeah. She may have washed him down with a little margarita, but that's mostly the opiates.
Okay, bad example. How about this one? Elizabeth Garcia from 4 months ago. Dance, eat, al, may, margarita.
Yeah. Okay, that one.
I imagine all these people are just sitting in the car outside in their driveway because nobody in their house wants to be their friend.
Just in the garage with the car cranking
Like
the door down.
they've already been like chastised for cranking stupid music like this. So the roommates are like, you gotta listen to that shit by yourself. So they just sit in the car and get fucked up and listen to shit in their hand.
Well, speaking of the car, Chris Zablocki from 1 day ago. To those that think I owe them an explanation for the things I do in my life, when my car is paid off, I'm leaving. So,
Wrong. This isn't a text chain. This is a
so he is not adhering to Born Here, Live
happening?
Here, Die Here. He's out. He's
no,
out.
not at all, man. And he's also
Born
got
here,
a lot of
live
shit.
here, getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Also, he needs to just know that nobody cares. And it's nobody asked you about that at all.
Next up, Vincenza Carelli from 1 year ago. Luke Bryan, you've never made it by a bad song. You are my biggest fan. Will you marry my sister? And can you marry my sister?
What? Wait a
So
minute. what
first
does
of
that
all,
mean?
will you? And
Questions.
I need to know, are you
Will you?
capable of doing
Are
that?
you willing? But
you
more
willing?
importantly,
Are
can you?
Have you had too many
ready?
margaritas?
Have you
Are you a legal
prepared,
citizen,
have
Luke
you
Bryan?
prepared
My sister
yourself
isn't.
physically and mentally for my sister?
Too many margaritas, man. He might not be capable.
Maron.
This one's
Some
sad.
90-Day Fiancé action going on.
Austin Nowlin from 1 year ago. I think my ex-girlfriend already listened to his new song, and I think this is her favorite song, I think. And she don't want me to talk to her at all, which is sad. All right.
Just like the comment. Very fucking sad.
I mean, my man, this is a stream of consciousness right there.
That's a lot of that on these.
Yeah.
Performance art piece.
He's hurting.
He's thinking out loud.
We're now moving into, of course, our it's time to take a seat. We're moving into our Chris Hansen section.
Yes.
These are either children or FBI agents posing as children to attract sex pests. You'll be the judge. Amberlyn Carpenter from 3 hours ago. I'm 10, but have been listening to him since I was 3. But his songs are bops. And I'm like, that's a fucking cop. That is
Yeah.
a cop.
They're also just like,
cop.
hey, you better bring some margarita mix
Also,
over.
if you guys like margaritas, you could hit my DMs.
Yeah, bring that shit over.
What is bops? Is
My
that kids
parents,
bops?
my
Yeah.
parents have gone to South Padre Island for the weekend, and I'm all alone. And I've got 2 whole pictures of margs and nothing to do with them.
Yeah, you can bring some mix over, and you can also have a seat right fucking there too.
So we can enjoy an American icon, margaritas.
There's nothing
Yeah.
more American than getting
Original
drunk and fucking an underage
American
girl.
beverage of
So holler.
We can get some bops going up in here.
Isaiah Cabasa from 3 months ago. Dang it, I can't drink. I'm underage. Well, hope no one calls the cops because I'm 15.
Uh-oh. I've been naughty.
Getting into trouble.
I'm a naughty boy.
That could be somebody posing.
Who wants to spank me?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have to say the children so far have better grammar.
I know.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
Fiction.
these actually make sense. Richard Krisner from 1 year ago.
Not a kid.
Well, might
That's
be
a
on
man's name right there.
Luke Bryan is the best. My boyfriend said, "Who is Luke Bryan?" And I was like, "What, am I single? Let's go." I am 13. I am a girl.
I am a girl.
Hey,
Christopher,
guys.
like, what was his
I'm
name?
a 13-year-old girl. I'm using the name Richard. I don't want anyone to know my biggest secret, which is I'm a 13-year-old girl who loves to drink.
Yeah, and I've had my badge and gun taken from me, and now I'm
I've got a boyfriend, so you know I already
Yes.
like sucking dick. Hit me up.
This one's terrifying. Jack Strope from 2 months ago. My dad likes shotguns so much. I understand why, but he likes this song too. I guess that's what got guys playing with shotguns like all day. That's one more ER visit tomorrow. This song reminds me of my dad playing with shotguns again like he usually does. It's a good song. I love it.
Oh my God.
I handled it. Too much butter all night. I don't want to go to bed, even though I'm a kid.
This is a 40-year-old man that's dealing with some
That's-
shit from
There's a
childhood.
lot happening.
Okay, that
in
is not a
childhood
comment on the album. That is a cry for help.
I know.
Yes.
My dad.
That
Somebody
sounds like
needs a hug and a therapy
session.
session.
That's a 40-year-old man going through some childhood trauma.
His dad's learning
comment
pistol
section.
tricks, but with a shotgun.
Yeah, just blowing his feet
spinning the
off.
fucking shotgun
Like
on his
a
finger.
ROTC rifle team.
Blowing a hole through his
Rivers, quit
fucking-
fucking around and get to the Jimmy Buffett comments. Come on,
There were
They've
quite
got
a-
to be there.
Well,
They've gotta- Jimmy Buffett has had to
Oh,
comment.
well,
on
he
this.
name checks Buffett in the song, and there were a lot of people that were like, "Thank you for giving Jimmy Buffett his properties."
Yeah.
I was going to be really
The
pissed if this till
Godfather.
I heard that.
Godfather of alcoholic beverage songs.
Janet Meadors from 9 months ago. Alicia says her husband could just have everything. The more she thinks about it, other women touching her things, the sicker she feels. Alicia wishes all men could be more like Luke Bryan. He doesn't seem that scary. So
He doesn't seem that scary.
So Janet is Alicia, right? Like she's just referring to herself in the third
I
person.
guess, man.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem at all terrifying.
He's not
fucking
scary, which makes me so wet.
Kenny Rogers was a gambler, and gambling is scary.
That's
this
scary
Luke Bryan
as
seems
fuck.
like a nice, peaceful, passive fella.
Yeah.
Stacey Price from 1 year ago. 10 million margaritas later, I'm crazy. I mean crazy.
Take my word for it.
I like 10 million margaritas. I always go through the trouble of counting the zeros. Like there was one that I was surprised to find was exactly a trillion. I was like, wow, they nailed it. You know,
Amazing.
Patsy Cline's like real identity. Is she still alive and commenting on YouTube?
Terry Mayon from 1 year ago. Luke Bryan, I love you, but can we live? I love you so much in my heart. Aunt Carl was the best, too. You take me everywhere. Remember that. I love Uncle Sam, and I love you. This orange in my mouth, it's for you. And also, I love you so much with my heart. Lynn, I know you have to go back to work today, but are you going to work, or are you just going to stay home and sending me a message when I send you a message? I love you so much with my heart. Can you come over today? Because I know you don't have any right. So yeah, this message is for you.
I love you with all my orifices, internal organs, and strangely named relatives.
Listen, I got this orange over here and a dick sucker. What's up?
Wow.
Listen, everybody knows how hard it is to start an orange. You just want somebody to come over and start the orange for you, like your parents used to. This is another cry for help.
I can't start this orange, okay? I don't like to use my teeth. Wink. So, if you can start this orange for me while I suck you off, that'd be great.
Amazing.
Aunt Carl.
Keep it from getting scurvy.
Got a few more here. These are pretty creepy. Deanna Baker from 9 months ago. Hey, Luke Bryan, I love your song, One Margarita, and I love you more than you know. I have a sweatshirt with your face on it, and I put it on when you come on the radio or I listen to your voice.
Every summer I throw that sweatshirt on.
I just love
This is the Swim Fan reboot we all need.
Someone's sitting there listening to the radio. This song comes on, and they go, "Oh my God, I got the perfect thing."
Where's my Luke Bryan
Just
sweatshirt?
run into their drawers like, where is it? Where is
the
it?
hell is
It's,
it?
no, that's Luke Combs. No, it's like Travis Tritt. No.
Travis Tritt sweatshirt.
My Johnny Cash neckerchief. No. Dolly Parton bustier. No. Where is my Luke Bryan sweatshirt?
Nevia G from 1 year ago. I just wish I could be famous like him. I can, though. I just have to make up a song and then write it down and then do all of that and then go to the studio and record it and sing it. And then Luke will let me sing on stage.
And this is that was written
In blood on a wall somewhere.
That was written by
Stuckey's
the guy
bathroom
who
stall.
wrote Fancy Like. That's the inspiration.
Oh,
for
yeah.
Fancy Like right
The only
there.
sentence left off was, then I'll kill him.
Yeah, I know.
Wear his skin.
That's what I mean. Luke Bryan, if their security team is listening, Nevia G, be on the lookout
yes,
for
Luke,
Nevia
you need to watch
G.
out, baby.
I've always wanted
Lionel
to.
Richie cannot save you.
That message was written by Walker Hayes.
I've always wanted to play music though, because my favorite part that always sounded fun to me was the all that other stuff part. Like, once I do all that other stuff,
Yeah. Once I make an effort, then I'll
Yeah.
be famous.
These were all individual. Each line was an individual comment. I put them together into one, but these were all bop, 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 right in a row. And a kid 2 months ago. Hi, Luke Bryan. I love you, Luke Bryan. Hello, Luke Bryan. Can we talk on my computer? I love you to the moon and back, Luke Bryan. I love you, Luke Bryan. Hi, Luke Bryan. How are you doing today? Luke Bryan, Thomas Luther Bryan. Hello, Luke Bryan, Thomas Luther Bryan. Thanks a lot.
wow.
Sign your illegitimate child who you refuse to acknowledge.
that is Sirhan.
I know.
Thomas Luther
Right
Bryan.
after they said that you were getting out, that he's got computer access now.
Oh, my God.
That
And
guy
he's
has
just going old school with. He doesn't know how new age psychos do it.
that, or that guy has been fucked over by Luke Bryan and knows a lot of shit about him.
We got a couple that I would almost describe as Mandela effect because, again, this came out in March of 2020. But you'd have things like Sylvia Hall 10 months ago. I heard this song on the radio in the car for as long as I can remember, and I love it. It's
Yeah.
like, it's like been out since
She
2020.
just came out.
Another one, Ninja Master YT. I heard this all the time on the radio back when I used to live in Texas, a.k.a. the place I was born and lived for 8.5 years.
8.5 years ago, especially. Oh boy,
Specifically.
man.
So I got two more. This one, so this guy, he posts on a lot of things, and I've never actually read one of his posts, but his name is Tom Zart. And at the
What an awful fucking name.
Tom Zart. It is an awful
Zarter.
name.
it sounds like someone misspelled fart in their porn search.
Hate Zarders.
I love Tom Zart Mall Cop. That's a good movie.
But he ends every post by Tom Zart, most published poet on the web. Tom's 1,650 poems are free to share. Google equals most published poet. Google equals George Bush Tom Zart. Google equals most published poet YouTube. So this guy's like starting a brand of poetry. So I was going to read you some Tom Zart poetry that was inspired by one margarita. So here we go. Tom Zart, 5 months ago. When you love a mean woman, it hurts down deep in the middle of the night when you find you can't sleep. I remember those times we kissed in the park, covered by moonbeams and stars in the dark. You told me you loved me and would never run away, though now there's another with whom you play. Somebody tell me what I'm doing wrong. Somebody show me before I've waited too long. Other women I've met, they remind me of you. It makes me afraid of what they might do. But life without love isn't living at all. Everyone needs someone who waits for their call. I thirst for a woman who will love me again. One who needs both a husband and friend. Dear Lord, I pray for my angel of love so I may fly high on the wings of a dove. Thank you for who you are in my heart. By Tom Zart, most published poet on the web.
Did anybody comment back like, okay, here's what you're doing wrong. This is it.
Stop doing that. Oh, I didn't even read. He had one about the 4th of July, too. That was
Does it
just
end
totally
in an art
unhinged.
word like that one did so it can match his name?
From the desk of the padded cell of the Zart.
Zart, yeah. Of
much
the
Zart.
asylum Zarts.
The downtown Zarts? Ooh, very sophisticated.
Well, and I read that just to read this final one because this guy, without even trying, just dunked on Tom Zart as far as poetry goes. So Tom Zart goes to all this trouble. I'm the most published poet on Google, blah, blah, blah. A beta from 1 month ago. This song ain't all too good. Angels gave me a ride home last night. Alice, was this your song? I would like to have a margarita. Not only 1, 2, 3, but all the margaritas. Thank you, girls. Angels. They gave me a ride home last night.
This guy's
That's so much better.
and he also
That's so much better.
It is way better.
I
It's
don't
shorter.
cult.
I see
It's
why
a
he's
cult
the most
leader.
published poet on the web.
Tom Zart went to all this effort to do the Susian rhyme scheme,
Yeah.
and it's like this drunk guy just saying some shit.
Stream of conscience.
Angels gave me a ride home last night is like gorgeous. I love it. Just talking about girls at the
Driving
bar,
drunk too,
yeah,
like
being carried out of the bar by strangers and driven home
On the wings of
on the
love.
wings of
or
doves.
just like drunk drove home and like made it miraculously made it home in a blackout.
Yeah, we can relate, right? Everyone.
He's coming for you, Tommy Zart.
You got a new fucking poet.
Check your 6. As Satchel Paige said, never look behind you. You don't want to know who's gaining. And that is Luke Bryan, One Margarita, our jam of the week. Let's go around the circle. Nick Thomas, where can people find you online?
Just linktree.com/NickThomas034. It's got everything I do, like podcasts, short films, everything.
Yeah,
That's
man.
where to go.
Hell yeah. And thank you for making that easier because usually I'm like getting your plugs and like, all right, well, Instagram is this one.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Twitter is this one. So
That shit's way better. It's just one fucking thing.
hell yeah. Narado Moore, please tell people where they can find you online.
Twitter and Instagram, Rod for short, ROD, the number 4, SHORT. Facebook, Narado Moore. You can hear me on my podcast, Uncle Rod's Story Corner, and on Roy Wood Jr.'s
Yes.
Job Fair podcast.
Fucking, I think, you started that right after pretty much we did our last Corona Diaries, right? Or was it around that time?
Yeah, it was around that time.
Yeah, because I just think that's so fucking cool. I love Roy, obviously, and I'm so happy that more people are getting to know the wonderful world of @Rod for short because
Yes.
it's fucking incredible, man. Chris Davis, please tell people where they can find you online.
They can watch my idiotic Facebook Live show every day at noon on Pacific Mountain. No, that's not.
Just recorded one outside
yeah,
of this
I did. Just
house.
Before this, and I mentioned it. It's called Walking Around with Chris, WALK''N, because it's fancy. Every day at noon on Facebook, unless I'm not doing it. And Twitter is Chris Oz Davis, and my Instagram is Chris Davis Does Stuff. Because I do stuff.
Hell yeah.
And what is the Oz for? I've always forgotten to ask.
Just wondered
the
for.
years. Is your middle name Oswald? Or
I
something?
always thought it was ounces.
I don't have a middle name. And no one can see this, but I'm walking around because I got a leg cramp.
I thought there was some grand reveal coming.
No,
You're gonna
I'm getting.
show
I
me
got
a
major
tattoo
leg
or
cramp.
some
I
Full
gotta
shit.
stand
fucking
up.
bag tattoo.
Yeah, it's the Emerald
I
City.
think it's this Rowdy energy drink. It's getting to my corpuscles. I don't have a middle name. We were poor. We couldn't afford them. So we were joking around one time. It's like, I wanted a middle name. And I jokingly said Oswald. And everybody said, yeah, Oswald. And I said, no, I'm not going to be Chris Oswald Davis. And so they shortened it to Oz.
Yeah.
And for years, that's been my fake middle name to some
Nice.
friends.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
Like Harry S. Truman.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Chris Davis is so common. Every time you try to put it on the internet, it's like, no, there's 7 billion Chris Davises.
That's
so
right.
Chris
Okay.
Ostriker Davis.
yes.
It's funny. I never asked you about that. I always assumed it was like ounces for some reason. Like,
Chris Ounces Davis. I
I'm
deal
moving
coke.
weight.
I deal coke.
Just FYI, but still
Yeah.
Coke.
I'm moving cupcakes over here.
Notorious cocaine dealer. Chris Davis.
Oh, well, this
The
was
kingpin.
such a pleasure to see you guys, as always. Thank you so much for doing it. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Rivers Langley. And, of course, the best way to support the show is to head over to patreon.com/thegoodspod. $5 a month. Join the Tower of Power. Get bonus episodes and all kinds of fun stuff there. Second best way to support the show is to head to Apple Podcasts, rate, and I think it's called add now. It's not even fucking subscribe, and it's messing up my flow. But yeah, rate, add, and comment. Give us 5 stars. Show the attitude of gratitude, because if you do not have the attitude of gratitude, daddy, fuck you. And we will see you next week for Halloween.
Loaded the van, gathered the crew, moved from town to town. Stars fell from the sky, making the haunted sound. Hey, yeah, I'm so glad that I found you. Ooh, is everybody going back to Alabama? Travel light, sleep on the floor, pull your coat on tight, keep your money close and your friends closer, play hard every night. Ooh, well, I'm so glad that I found you. Hey, yeah, yeah, is anybody going back to Alabama?
The Goods from the Woods was recorded and edited by me, Rivers Langley. You can find our show on Twitter at The Goods Pod. Our theme song was composed by Jonas, the Space Cowboy.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.